Hello kids! Are you ready with our new lesson for today? In this video, today, we're going to learn about MDAS rule. Kids, matanong ko nga kayo, ano bang mararamdaman nyo kapag nakakita kayo ng isang equation na ang dami-daming operation? Yung operation na sinasabi ko ay gaya ng addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Anong inyong mararamdaman? Siguro, ang iba sa inyo ay malilito, o kaya'y mag-aalinlangan sa inyong mga sagot, o kaya'y nangangamba baka kasi mali ang inyong gagawing formula, ang inyong mga sagot. Kaya ngayon, pag-aralan natin kung ano ang MDAS rule. Pero ano bang ibig sabihin ng MDAS? So, ang MDAS, ang M stands for multiplication, D for division, A for addition, and S is for subtraction. Yan ang ibig sabihin ng MDAS. Multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. So, in this lesson, we have two objectives na kailangan ito yung matutunan natin pagkatapos ng ating video na ito. So, our first objective is identify the correct procedure in performing series of operations and solve series of operations applying multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. O yan yung mga ating layunin na dapat nating malaman pagkatapos ng ating video. Handa na ba kayo, kids? Okay, very good. So kung handa na kayong lahat, makinig kayong mabuti at manood ng mabuti. Okay, very good. So, our MDAS rule, we have two rules in performing the operation of MDAS. So our first rule is perform the multiplication and the division starting from left to right. Okay, mauuna daw na gawin natin yung multiplication o kaya division na magsimula tayo sa ating kaliwa papuntang kanan. So for example, our equation here is 24 divided by 4 minus 5 times 1 plus 10. So, magsimula tayo sa ating left, papunta sa right. Kung division ang nauna doon, okay lang. So, unahin na, division or multiplication, ano man dyan ang nauna sa ating left, yun ang unan nating gagawin. So, sa ating equation, nauna si division. So, i-perform natin, sagutin muna natin si division. And then, susunod ay gawin naman natin si multiplication. Ayan. And then the second rule is we're going to perform the addition and subtraction similarly starting from left to right. Kung kanina ay multiplication at division, ngayon naman susunod si addition and subtraction starting from left to right. Kaliwa na pupunta sa kanan. So for example, we have here again our example a while ago. Our equation is 24 divided by 4 minus 5 times 1 plus 10. So pagkatapos na nating nag-multiply at nag-divide at nag-multiply, so ano nang susunod? Gawin na natin si either addition or subtraction. So mauuna si subtraction kasi siyang nauna doon sa left. So, gawin natin yung sagot kanina ng 24 divided by 4, isubtract natin sa 5. Tapos, yung sagot ng 5 times 1, i-add natin sa 10. Ganun yun. Intindihan? Okay, gawin natin isa-isa. Ready, kids? Yes, very good. So, for example, here is our equation a while ago. So, the first thing we will do is our first rule. Think of our first rule, division or multiplication starting from our left. So, nauna dyan si divide. So, 24 divided by 4 is equals to 6. Ayan. Tapos, yung mga remaining numbers and operations, kopyahin natin sa tabi niya. Ganyan siya. So, ilagay natin si minus 5 times 1 plus 10. Pagkatapos niyan, tignan natin, meron pa. Meron pa natira na multiplication. So, gawin natin si multiplication according to our rule. Tapusin natin si division at multiplication, saka tayo pupunta kina addition or subtraction. Okay, ganun yun. So, let's answer. 5 times 1 is equals to 5. Tapos, i-bring down natin si 6 and then i-bring down natin si 10. So, ganun na. So, 6 minus 5 plus 10 and okay na. Okay na si rule number 1. So, gawin na natin si rule number 2. So, perform the addition and subtraction similarly starting from left to right. So, kahit ano nang mauna dyan, kung si addition or si subtraction, yun ang unang natin gagawin basta magsimula tayo sa ating kaliwa. So, 6 minus 5 is equals to 1. And then bring down plus 10. And your final answer will be 11. O, diba? Napakadali, kids? Okay, very good. So, next one. Do you want another example? Okay. So, we have here another. So, our equation is 4 times 5 divided by 2 minus 5 plus 4. Okay, anong una natin gagawin dyan? Magsimula na naman tayo sa left. Titingnan natin sa left. So, rule number 1, si multiplication or division. And then, let's multiply. 4 times 5 is equals to 20. Then, bring down or copy the remaining numbers. So, divided by 2 minus 5 plus 4. And then, meron pa tayong yung divide. Hindi pa tayo tapos sa rule number 1. So, sagutin na naman natin si rule number 1. So, 20 divided by 2 is equals to 10. Then, bring down minus 5 plus 4. And then, yan na yung sagot. Tapos, isubtract na natin yan. Rule number 2 na tayo. Addition or subtraction. So, 10 minus 5 is equals to 5. Bring down plus 4. So, that's all. That's the final. So, the final answer or our answer here is equals 9. O, diba? Napakadali, kids. Ayan. Naintindihan niyo bang ating lesson? Okay. Let's have another example. So, our example, our equation is 15 plus 20 divided by 5 times 4. So, iyan yung equation natin. So, rule number 1, isipin naman natin yan. So, we're going to answer 20 divided by 5 is equals to 4. And then, let's copy the remaining numbers and operations. So, 15 plus 4 times 4. And then, another, we're going to do again the rule number 1. 4 times 4 is equals to 16. And then, bring down 15. And then, you add them, it is equals to 31. Ayan. So, nakuha natin yung rule 1 and 2. Another one. Another example. So, we have 45 minus 5 plus 15 divided by 5 times 7. So, meron tayo doon. Nauna yung, so, isipin yung rule number 1. Nauna yung si divide. So, mag-divide muna tayo. 15 divided by 5 is equals to 3. Copy or bring the numbers down. So, 45 minus 5 plus 3, then times 7. And then, susunod dyan ay magmumultiply tayo. Yan. Step by step tayo para makuha natin yung sagot. So, yung tamang step lamang, yung tamang pagsunod sa rules. So, 3 times 7 is 21. Then, copy again or bring down the numbers. So, 45 minus 5 plus 21. Sunod dyan ay punta na tayo sa rule number 2. Mag-subtract na tayo or kaya mag-add. So, nauna si subtraction. So, 45 minus 5 is equals to 40 plus 21 is equals to 61. Ayan. Nakukuha nyo, kids? Dali, no? Kaya lang, kapag gawin nyo yung mali, yung equation, hindi nyo sundin yung rule. Ganito yan. Halimbawa, nandito yung equation natin kanina. Tapos, kung ano lang yung gusto nyong gawin, o sige nga, left to right, gawin ninyo. Ganon yung nasa isip nyo. Magsimula kayo sa left din, pero kahit na ano ng operation. So, for example, gusto nyo mag-minus na lang, ganyan. So, 45 minus 5, edi 40 na yan. So, you bring down the other answers, other numbers. Then, gusto nyo na naman niyang mag-add. Tapos, babalik na naman doon. So, 40 plus 15 is 55 divided by 5 times 7. Tapos, sabi nyo, gusto kong mag-divide. So, 55 divided by 5 is 11 times 7 is, and your answer will be 77. Kung tingnan ninyo yung dalawang sagot, yan ay magkaiba. So, ang unang sagot na 61, yan yung tamang steps, yan yung tamang sagot. Kaysa yung ikalawang sagot na 77, yan ay mali. Bakit mali? Kasi hindi niya finalo yung rules ng MDAS. Kung ano lang yung nagustuhan niyang isagot na alam niyang madali para sa kanya, yun ang ginawa na mali naman. So, kailangan kapag mag-add tayo ng MDAS, ay pag mag-solve tayo ng MDAS, kailangan sundin natin yung dalawang rules. Okay? Okay, kids. So, yan yung dalawang rules natin. So, hindi pwedeng kung ano lang yung gusto nyong isolve na alam nyong madali, yun ang gagawin nyo. Yun ay mali. Kailangan memorize, isip, isa puso, yung rules ng MDAS para kayo ay di pupunta sa tamang sagot. Okay. So, do you want to have an exercise? Okay, let's have an exercise number 1. So, we have here the equation. Tapos, equation natin na ito ay I'll give you 20 seconds to answer this one. Then, afterwards, tingnan natin kapag makuha nyo yung tamang sagot na 14. Okay, ready? Okay, time is up. O, anong sagot nyo, kids? 14 ba? Tingnan natin. So, ito yung exercise number 1 natin. So, 34 divided by 2 minus 1 times 8 plus 5. So, yan, ay isipin nyo muna yung rules natin. So, either divide or multiply. So, ang mauna sa left to right. So, nauna si divide. So, ang gagawin natin ay mag-divide muna. So, 34 divided by 2 is equals to 17. Then, copy the remaining numbers, bring it down. And then, the next step, you're going to multiply. So, 1 times 8 is equals to 8. Bring down 17. And then, bring down 5. So, ganyan na. And, ano nang susunod dyan? So, meron na lang tayong subtraction and addition. So, that is now rule number 2. So, rule number 2 is, tingnan na naman sa left to right. Subtraction or addition, ayan, 17 minus 8 is equals to 9 plus 5 is equals to 14. O, diba? Ang dali, no, kids? Ayan. Naintindihan? Okay, let's have exercise number 2. Okay, so that is our equation. And I'll give you seconds to solve the problem or the equation. Okay, tignan natin kung 10 yung lalabas yung sagot mamaya. Okay, so let's have here. Let's solve. So, rule number 1. So, we're going to either multiply or divide. So, nauna si multiplication. So, let's perform the operation. So, 2 times 5 is equals to 10. Then, bring down 5. Bring down 2. What else? We're going to look for the answer of 10 divided by 2. We are still in rule number 1. And then, 10 divided by 2 is 5. Bring down 5 and your answer is 10. Okay. Napakadali. Ayan. Let's have another exercise. Let's train your brain. Let's exercise your brain. Okay. Get ready, kids. Your paper and your pencil. So we have exercise number 3. We have there the equation. And let's give you seconds to answer the equation. Think of our rules. Okay, stop. So your answer will be 58. Let's see. Okay. So that is our equation while ago. So, think again of our rules. So, our MDAS rule. 9 times 6 is equals to 54. Bring down the other numbers. And then, what's the next? Okay, we're going to divide. So, 6 divided by 2 is 3. Bring down the other numbers. And then, so we are now in rule number 2. So, we're going to subtract 54 divided by, 54 minus 3 is equals to 51. Bring down 7. And then you add them. Your answer will be 58. Okay. Another? You want more, kids? You want more example? Yes. Exercise number 4. So we have there. I'll give you a few seconds to answer it. Okay, stop. So your answer will be 51. Let's see. So 19 minus 6 divided by 2 plus 7 times 5. So we're going to divide. 6 divided by 2 is 3. Bring down the other numbers. And then we can see their multiplication. So 7 times 5 is equals to 35. Bring down 19 minus 3 plus 35. And then, rule number 2, 19 minus 3 is 16. Plus 35 is equals to 51. Okay. And the last exercise. Exercise number 5 is 10 times 6 divided by 5 plus 10 minus 8. So, get ready, kids. Stop. So your answer will be 51. So let's find out. So we have there the exercise number 5. So we're going first to do rule number 1. 10 times 6 is 60 divided by 5 plus 10 minus 8. And then we're going to next, rule number 1 pa rin tayo. 60 divided by 5 is 12 plus 10 minus 8. So after rule number 1, punta na tayo sa rule number 2. So 12 plus 10 is equals to 22 minus 8 is equals to 14. O, diba? Napakadali, kids. So, who among you got 5 scores? I hope and I think so. Just remember, kids, our 2 rules in performing the MDAS operation. Okay? So, don't forget, our first rule is perform the multiplication and the division is starting from left to right. Yun ang una. Huwag niyong ibaliwala yun. Basta ilagay lang sa isip na mauna si either multiplication or division. And then sa rule number 2 is perform the addition and subtraction similarly starting from left to right. Ganun din. Pag natapos yun ng mag-multiply or kaya mag-divide, isunod naman ninyo si subtraction or kaya ay si addition. Basta magsimula kayo lang sa from left papunta sa inyong right, ay hindi kayo mawawala sa tamang sagot. Okay, kids? Hope you understand our lesson. Hope kapag magkakita kayo ng ganong equation and ipapasagot sa inyo using the MDAS rule, ay masasagot nyo na agad. Thank you! And sa susunod muli, salamat! Keep safe everyone! Bye!